Okay, I wanted to throw some cards for the Aquarius because I had a dream. We were like standing in a hallway, like a doorway, like an inside hallway of a, like there was other doors, rooms or something. It could have been like a motel, a house. I don't know. It just seemed like a hallway with, okay, so, and I took the position of his wife, so he's like telling me, I get, or, something about, something with visitation, right? Something supervised visitation. He said something about visitation or something like, and he said, but he said with grace, okay, which is, I'm just assuming that meant his daughter, which is not her name, but that's my special name, but I think God just said that because it's like, I'm more familiar with that, so I would have understood, you know, he's talking about his daughter. I don't know. Okay, because, I mean, if he would have said her name, I would have known what he was talking about, because I know it was Christopher. So, anyway, God, I don't know why I said Grace, but, okay, so, okay, so it came out like this, yeah, King of Pentacles, so it went like this, and then like that, so, or I'm sorry, like that, I think, no, it ended on the star card, that's right, so it was King of Pentacles, Emperor, Knight of Swords, yeah, because it wasn't a very, it was like, excuse me, sitting down here, it was like, yeah, you know, family, divorcee type-ish stuff, okay, then we got the King of Wands, okay, which, I'm just saying, he's grounding that fire into, okay, they're coming in as the King of Pentacles because the masculine, okay, and I'm just doing this to help him with clarity and stuff and support and not, this isn't me trying to, whatever, okay, this is, if I have a dream, it's important, okay, I'll share it, and I think it will help him, okay, just give him clarity, so, excuse me, so, King of Wands, okay, we have King of Pentacles, King of Wands. Emperor. Okay, yeah, that's him standing in his power. Knight of Swords, because I'm saying what he needs to say. It's not very, things you don't want to have to say, but you gotta. Right? Emperor's like, you gotta. Okay? King of Wands. King of Pentacles. Gotta ground it into form. Make it happen. So, Ten of Swords. Okay, when I clarified that, I got the Ten of Cups. And that's what you get, he gets all the time. Right? Because it's a divorce. So it's like Ten of Swords ending, it's like a breakup of a family. It's not a breakup of a family though. Okay, it's just, anyway. Then the Star card, okay? And I kept shuffling a little bit, and this was one of the, it was either the top or bottom card. And I think the other one was defeat or something. So it was Five of Swords, Three of Swords when the Star card came out. And I'm like, aw. And that's what came out. So I know he's sad. Also in my dream last night, Evo, okay, the Virgo, he was like just sitting, crying, and just like weeping, just feeling horrible. And I just went to him and I just like put my arms around his waist. He was like sitting down, so I kind of like knelt down, put my arms around his waist, and just kind of put my head on his like chest, kind of low on his chest, and just hugged him. And yeah, so the Divine Masculine is feeling a lot of sorrow, even like crying. I cried last night again. The night before, I had a good cry. There's the train. Because slug medicine. I usually don't open the door in the evening because it was dark, but I was just like, oh, I just need a burst of fresh air. And I thought there was this little wet leaf. I was like, oh no, that's not a roach, I could tell. I'll just flick it with my finger. And I mean, roaches are cleaner than a dirty leaf, dead leaf. Okay, I'm just saying, but Well, I went to flick it, it didn't move. I'm like, oh, and then the head like popped up. I'm like, oh gosh, it's a slug, I'm sorry. So I petted it a little bit, and then it has like this little ledge that it can like, so I can still shut the doors, like where the frame is, but there's a little gap so it was small. And that made me cry, because slug medicine, and that's the masculine and feminine in one being the message that slug brings, because they have both masculine and feminine reproductive. Okay, they sexually reproduce on their own. They don't asexually reproduce. They sexually reproduce on their own. They have male and female genitalia. Okay, so the thing is that they can reproduce on their own, but because a slug might not come across another partner, right? So it's kind of like the people on the spiritual journey, right? God lines us up. So when I was in Grass Valley, that big slug, when my son had the weird breathing thing, and we had to we called 911, okay, while we were waiting for that few minutes, it was so eerie and perfectly still and quiet, and because it was like midnight, and Grass Valley is a small, fairly small town, and so even being on a main road that I was on, it was dead quiet, dead calm. And there was this huge, like it was from the frickin' cosmos, okay? Like totally out of place. This huge, like it was a sea slug, okay? But it was on the sidewalk, right on the curb, right? And I know, and it wasn't even that much hindsight. It was like the next day I was like, I think that whole thing was just for me to see slug medicine. And it was so fucking big that there was no, so the next day I'm looking up slug medicine. And so that's what that message is. It's the masculine and feminine perfectly balanced in one. You're whole and complete as your own creature, okay? You don't need anybody, okay? But you can have someone, okay? It's not your breath, okay? But it's a possibility that you have a partner, okay? That's what slug medicine is. You're fine on your own, but, oh, hey, I came across someone I really like them. Hey, let's do this. Let's try this out. Okay, so, then the Hangman came out with the Sun card. I'm like, yeah, stuck with a Leo that needs to, but that's also enlightenment, okay? Enlightenment that you're stuck with a Leo that you don't want to be with. And these three came out to clarify. Justice, the Moon, and Empress. Because this Scorpio Moon, I tell you what, okay, it did something to your butt. And then, so those three came out to clarify the Hangman and Sun. We had Two of Swords on the bottom. Yeah, and that kept coming out like in big chunks. Two of Swords, every time, Two of Swords. Yep, you got to make a decision, okay, and speak. And go forth with that decision, Chariot. And I opened to the Knight of Wands. But this little one behind this chunk wanted me to see it. Oh, and then look what just fell off. I can't fucking make this shit up. Okay, now there's the Strength card. But this is what I wanted to show you. Hermit, Virgo, hello. Okay, you need to end it and just move on, honey boo boo. Okay, this is for you. Christopher. You got the strength to do it. I know you do. I saw you. Okay? I witnessed it, so I know it's inside you. This is not failure, okay? This is progression on the path. It's just whatever, okay? If you're looking at it as like failure, marriage failure alert, marriage failure alert, marriage failure alert, marriage failure alert. No. Nope. Because the Sun and the Hangman, okay? You're going with your God-given guidance, and I'm assisting you, too. Okay? So, there you are, honey. Okay? We're all family. So, we're helping each other. Love, peace, and blessings.